they started galloping around and doing their little chasing thing. They'd never really seen that much snow, and they were just kind of, playing, they were just doing their thing, and he split in. I never would have thought that this would have gone this way. I mean, all I could think of is I knew he would maybe struggle to get in there. And so I leaned in and just started like digging and clearing the ice where he went in, but he wasn't coming up and I didn't see him. It was right at the transition to our deep end. So I knew I couldn't go into the deep end because obviously I couldn't touch. So that's why I went across, because I was like, well, maybe if he is swimming under there, he'll hear me or see me breaking the ice. And then that's when I get out, because I didn't see him and I couldn't find him. I looked up and I saw the brown over in the corner. He had floated up to the top. And so that's when I went back in. So I just honestly wanted to just wanted my hands on him to get him out of the water. And then physically, he's about 50 pounds. So physically, it was going through my head when I did have him. I'm like, what do I do with him? Do I set him down? And then at that point, I didn't know if he was breathing still. I didn't know if, he had died. I didn't know anything. I just threw him up onto the snow. And all I could think of is that he needed to get warm. That was like what was going through my mind.
What was the adrenaline like?
It was, I don't even know how long I was in there. Like all of that has been asked to me, and it was like I had zero clue about being cold, and then I worried my hands started hurting. But I realized it was me cutting the ice, because I had like cuts on my hands, but from just like pounding the ice with my hands. And he was pretty limp. He was breathing, which is, it was barely breathing. And so when I put him down in front of the fire, I just kind of started rubbing his chest. My son had my neighbor's number. And so then that's when we got her to come over. And then she actually called our other neighbor, that's the vet. So she had opened his mouth and his gums were purple, his tongue was purple. And so she was like, he's not getting enough oxygen. He started to go into shock when we started moving him to get him into the car to go to the vet. But they were about 36 hours, a little under 36 hours. When you brought him in, we did not think this would be the situation. And they were like, he's just doing fantastic. So very, very, very lucky. I just think that I would do it again. I would do it for anybody. I know people are saying, you're a hero, but I just think it was just honestly just the reaction to the situation. But I'd do it again in a heartbeat.